In the streaming wars out there, it seems like Netflix is clearly dominating the competition, not only maintaining profitability for their platform, but also consistently growing it. This article from Deadline just came out. Netflix smashes estimates, adding nearly 19 million subscribers in Q4 to hit 301.6 million subscribers worldwide. Now, this is something that a lot of other streaming platforms could only hope for, but apparently that's not good enough for Netflix too, because they're also announced that they're going to be raising their prices yet again on their subscribers. Netflix raising prices in the US again, including first hike on ad supported tier, standard plan going up by $2.50 to $17.99 per month in the United States. Now, this seems kind of strange considering how they're already a growing platform. So you would think that a company like Netflix would figure like, well, if things are already going good, let's not risk bucking the system and doing something that would alienate the potential customers. But I think Netflix has already weighed the pros and cons of potentially doing this, and they realize that even if some people are upset, that they're still going to stick around because, well, they've raised their prices in the past, and even though there was calls for boycotts, people still stuck around, and I'll get more on that in a moment. But first, let's look at some of the details on what this price increase will actually do and what it would actually mean for people who are currently subscribed to Netflix. Netflix is increasing subscription prices in the US and other markets, including the first hike on its ad supported plan. The streamer revealed the price increases along with its Q4 2024 earnings results Tuesday when it announced its biggest ever quarterly increase in subscribers with a gain of 18.9 million for the period. And like I was saying, it seems strange that they'd be having subscriber growth and maintaining profitability, but yet they're going to risk all that because, well, they think they can get more money out of their people that are already subscribed to them. And I actually think they're right on that one. Under the new pricing in the US, Netflix's standard plan without ads will raise by $2.50, going from $15.49 to $17.99 per month. It's been 3 years since Netflix upped the pricing of the standard tier, which provided 2 simultaneous HD streams. In addition, Netflix's ad-supported tier will cost $79.99 per month, up $1 from $6.99. The price of the premium tier with 4 simultaneous streams will be $24.99 per month, up $2. The cost of adding an extra member to the primary account is increasing from $7.99 to $8.99 per month. So if you're a subscriber for Netflix, it seems like it's going to be hitting everyone no matter what type of plan that they actually have with it. And this is a statement from Netflix in regards to why they're raising their prices. As we continue to invest in programming and deliver more value for our members, we will occasionally ask our members to pay a little more so that we can reinvest to further improve Netflix, the company said in its quarterly letter to investors. To that end, we are adjusting prices today across most plans in the US, Canada, Portugal, and Argentina, which was already factored into the 2025 guidance we provided in October 2024. And yes, back in October, they did announce that they will be doing this price increase. They didn't have a whole lot of details on it at this time or at the time. And now that time has come, this is them rolling it out. On the earnings call with analysts, co-CEO Greg Peters said, "We believe that our starting price for standard with ads, even after the price increases, is an incredible entertainment value, and it's a highly accessible entry point." In the last major US price hike in October 2023, Netflix raised the price of the basic plan from $9.99 to $11.99 per month in the US and upped the premium price from $19.99 to $22.99 in the US and several other markets. It no longer offers the basic plan with the standard with ads tier serving as the entry level option. And at that time, the cost of the streamers ad supported remained at $6.99 per month in the US, and the standard package stayed at $15.49 per month. The last time Netflix raised the US price of the standard plan was in January 2022. Okay, so that's pretty much most of the details on this. A lot of this is also them just kind of saying like this is so they can support more live streaming services and other things like that. So, I mean, if you're paying for Netflix now, you're paying to support those things, regardless of whether or not you like them or not. And it's kind of funny when it comes to Netflix because when they first kind of came about, I found this thing talking about the price history of it. I mean, just take a look at when they rolled out the streaming service for it. $7.99 per month, and that's all, and that was just the basic plan that they had, and it had everything. And I remember at the time just thinking like, this is fantastic. I don't need to have cable or anything like that. You just pay just $8 a month and you have access to all this sort of stuff. And I mean, I thought it was great, and a lot of people were the same way, and that's why it's grown since then, and why other companies have decided to jump onto the streaming bandwagon because it's clearly profitable for them. But I will give them some credit, or at least I will give them I will kind of, I'm not saying sympathize with, I don't know if that's the right word, but maybe it's understanding. I understand what they're saying when they say like you're still getting incredible value for the amount of content that you have access to. And while I will admit that's true, like look at the standard plan, $15.49 a month. Okay, so this is before the price increase right there. Uh, all the stuff that you have access to for that price, I think that is fair. But when you think of it in comparison to what we used to get versus what we have now, I think at the time, back in 2011, when $7.99 a month for a basic plan, you're getting a good bang for your buck. Now, not so much, but if you just also consider just how much it's actually raised since then. I mean, the prices on their various uh, platforms, like some of these, like the standard package, that's nearly doubled since since we've started back in 2013 with that. And I think there's only so much that they can actually push their existing customer base, because just look at this thing from the Sun. It came out July 3rd, 2024. Bad streams, tired Netflix fans groan. I'm done over infuriating pricing change and urge each other to cancel their accounts. Yeah, back in July of 2024, people were saying upset about them raising their prices, so they're saying we should boycott Netflix. And this is also from the Sun. Netflix price increase leaves fans furious, with monthly rate spiking as high as $25 after a surge in new users. And some people were also saying they should boycott Netflix. And I think Netflix is like, you're not going to do it. You keep saying that, but you're not going to do it. Now, granted, there are some people out there who probably will cancel their subscription over this because it's either out of principle or it's just like, okay, I mean, it's only just $2 increase, but I mean, it's getting more expensive. And then when you start factoring in all these other streaming platforms that they have out there, there's HBO Max, there's Disney Plus and all their packages, Paramount Plus, Peacock, and you get the idea. If you were to try to subscribe to all these, that's a little bit much. I mean, if everything was $7.99 a month for all these different streaming services, then okay, I can see you subscribe to all of them. But at this point right now, people are actually starting to pick and choose. Okay, which ones do I want? Which ones do I not want? Which ones can I subscribe when something comes out that I would like, and then cancel when that show's over? Especially when it comes to Netflix, they practice the binge model on a lot of their programming. So there's many people out there who'd be like, I'll subscribe to Netflix for the month. When something I want comes out, I'll binge that, then maybe catch up on some other things, and then I'll cancel it after the month and then move on to the next streaming platform. Netflix understands that. That's why they've been breaking up some of their shows for several months. They have like those mid-season breaks in order to try to get people to stay onto their platform longer. But there is going to be a time eventually where I think they price too many people out of it. And it's just kind of one of those things. We've seen the calls for boycotting it in the past. And while some people might have left, they're thinking, well, we still made more money by the people who stayed on than the people who left. So let's just see how far we can push this. And I think this latest price hike is basically them understanding what their customers are willing to put up with. And that's why they would only just raise it a couple bucks at a time, because they say even though people will moan and groan about it, they're still going to stay on Netflix. So unless people actually do seriously decide to push back on Netflix, we're just going to continue to see more price increases. And there is going to be a point eventually where they raise it too much and people are just like, well, I can't do it even if I want to stick with Netflix. I just can't afford it at this time, because we're not going to see it eventually where it's like, I don't know, $100, $200 a month for the standard plan. I mean, maybe if maybe in years it'll get to that point, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. But let's just say if they did that, then obviously people wouldn't be sticking around for it. So Netflix is trying to almost see what they can get away with, and then just slowly roll out their plans and slowly push it out there in order to try to milk as much money as they can out of their existing customer base. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But right now, I don't see this actually hurting them as a company, even if people are upset about it. I think some people will drop out, but more people than not will stick around. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the latest entertainment news. And don't forget to click that like button and share this video out there because it really helps out with the channel. Thank you.